Hook 'em in the mouth. What's going on, y'all? I'm gonna give y'all a little different video here. A quick DIY quick stringer. Okay, if you're gonna keep some fish and you don't have a stringer, but you got some things laying around the house, I'm gonna show you how to make a stringer the Hook Master way, the poor boy way. All right, so let me go ahead and get into this video. Hope you guys like this. If you do, go ahead and hit subscribe. If you don't, go ahead and hit thumbs down. And until your boys hooked up or hook y'all up with this little tip, holla at me. Y'all hear it? Y'all hear it? Y'all know what time it is. Welcome to Hook 'em in the Mouth Kayak Fishing. I'm your hook master, Charles Kramer, and we about to make it happen. I'm your hook master and your kayak captain. Big fish or small, one fish or two, you know what we do, we hook 'em in the mouth. So let's get into it, no longer talking, just straight hookups. Remember, when you're out there, don't snag 'em, hook 'em in the mouth. So let's go, let's get it, let's make it happen. Wear your life vest at all times, have fun and be safe, and holla at your boy. Alright guys, these are the things that you're gonna need. It's a very simple thing, and the end result is gonna be great. So just a couple things that you need. So first of all, we need some nylon rope, or any kind of rope will do. You'll need a hammer. You'll need any kind of piece of metal tubing that, you know, is pretty much bends. You need a lighter and a knife. Y'all need the knife. So let's get into it. Them are the supplies, and let's do this. Alright guys, first thing you need to do is get the rope that you're gonna use and get a nice little section out, and bam, and get this nice little section of rope out. And then once you get the rope and how long you actually want your stringer, your fish stringer, you just cut it. Okay, so that's why you need the knife. That is why you need the knife. All right, so let's get this knife. All right, what you want to do is I want to go ahead and make my stringer just for demonstration purposes. I'm not gonna make this one too long. Well, I might as well make it right. I'm gonna make mine, I don't know if you can see, arm's length like that as I spanned out. So I should be able to put a nice amount of fish on here. Oh, get my knife. All right, that. And now, once you got your rope, measured out, put that to the side. We got two ends here. Okay, this side's already been burnt. I guess that was from my last project. So I'm gonna keep that side to the side to use later on. So with this side, what I'm gonna do is tie a loop knot. So what you're gonna do is just grab it like that, give you some space, make a little loop, tie it in there, stretch it out, tie it off. Make it tight. There we go, it's cinched down. And then you got your nice little loop. And I like to just tie it off a couple extra times, and just kind of gets away that the extra length. See, I just make the little, slip the little knot in there like that. Pull it out. Then I want to slide this knot down and pull it tight on both ends, and then keep doing it until it's small enough for you. See? Down, pull. Do it again. Down, pull. Then you get a nice little pattern like that. But there you go, there's your loop knot. And you could either burn that, and I'll show you, because you're gonna have to do it on the other end if both sides of your knots look like this. So you kind of burn it down. It's kind of twisted into together. You want them to melt down together. And you could do this with gloves if you don't want to. I got some rough skin. I used to be a welder, so that heat don't bother me too much. But now you got it like that. It ain't all frayed out. Now you got it like that. It ain't all frayed out. So this is what you got so far. You got the loop right here. You got your end piece. And now, like I said, this is just a demonstration. This is the metal piece that I'm going to use. You need something a little bit longer. This is what I used on the finished product. Something about 4 to 6 inches long. And then that way you could use it to kind of go through the gill and come out the mouth, or vice versa. But for demonstration purposes, I got this one, and it's going to be this big, but we can still use it. So, alright, what you want to do is now is kind of feed that rope into there, into your little pipe, any piece of metal that you have, and push it all the way in. Alright, there we go with that. Now that you got all that together, now you got to go ahead and crimp the metal piece to your rope. So let's do it. Alright, there's the metal piece. Here's my hammer. Stop. Hammer time. So we grab this hammer, and then we commence to pounding down to where it crimps down onto the rope. Let's do it. Alright, now we got that hammered in. Bam! We got this. We got the knot at the end. And bam, there it is. So now you got you a fish. You put it through the gills, come out the mouth, slip it on here like this, and your fish is on there. And it didn't cost me nothing. This was just rope. You saw it was just little things around the house. And then there you go. Now I can stick this in the ground if I'm in the bank. And what I did to my other one is this. This is the one that I'm gonna use on my kayak. So I put a little loop right here. But you know, it may be difficult to come through there, but the reason why I put that there is, you know, on the kayak there ain't nothing to stick it into like that. So like into the ground, like if you're bank fishing. So I got this loop on here like this, so that I could clip it to something on my kayak and have the fish on the side of the boat. There it is, guys. Your very own little do-it-yourself DIY fishing stringer. I mean, it didn't cost me nothing. Just found some little stuff around the garage. So until your boys hooked up, let's go, let's get it, let's make it happen. there's that tip for that ass. So holla at your boy. If y'all like this video, go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the bell, and I guess we'll see you on the next one. Take care.